Getting resurrected.
Ray, that's your chance to shoot him with a bow and arrow.
What's up, mate?
Come.
Oh, I hear the car flipping around. It sounds like it's just doing cartwheels on my screen. That's what it sounds like.
On my screen, it was laid up against a fence, just like with wheels popped up running.
Am I still sitting in it?
Yep, when I saw it.
That's funny.
Wow. Well, I had us a car, fella. Sorry, huh?
Yep.
My bus. But I am back. But that sucked. Yeah, as soon as I came over here, I got right there at the place, and all of a sudden the screen just froze and it went blue. I was like, oh, crap. Hey, Nate.
Hey, guys.
How you doing, bud?
I'm okay. I'm tired. Been a long
How's your wife?
Hours. Still not great, but she's resting.
What's wrong with her? Besides the fact that she's married to you.
I had to rush her to the emergency room last night. That's why I logged off. And I thought she was having a heart attack. And then they thought it was a stroke. And basically said it's neither one of those, but they don't know what it is and sent us home.
And that's how people die.
And her doctor can't see her for a month. That's the other great thing.
What? I'd be like, you gotta get me a new doctor then.
That's the problem. There is no new doctors around here.
Huh.
There's a month waiting list for every doctor in town.
Go to a different town.
How many people got in chat now?
I don't know.
I can leave if I need to.
No, you're fine. I don't think anyone else.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you're playing Madden, aren't you?
Yeah, I just gotta knock out my Madden team. Done. It shouldn't take long.
Playing that Madden game. We got one more month before a real Madden game come out. They better not screw it up.
Barrel on me?
Let's hope not.
Anybody want a barrel? It's up here.
I do. Where are you, Charles?
In that big warehouse, all the way to the
far side. I hope she gets the feeling better, Nate.
There's another one here.
Keep praying for that something will open up for me a month from now. That ain't right.
Poor Tiff is she's had a hell of a life when it comes to her body. Two
I was
cancers,
telling him how
full hysterectomy, no gallbladder. What else?
No.
Charles, is it downstairs?
No, it's in that big warehouse.
Oh.
The doctor walks in at 1 o'clock this morning and is like, the only test we didn't do was a pregnancy test. We were like, Doc,
on it.
Stop it. She's had a full hysterectomy,
we ain't going there, bro.
It's physically impossible, Doc.
There's no need in wasting your time or my money.
No.
Hey, it could be a miracle, baby.
No, pretty sure that's impossible.
It's also impossible for a man to have a baby, but I've seen it with my own eyes.
I don't even want to know what you've seen.
Yeah, I don't either.
Don't you remember that?
He's in some creepy stuff, man.
I do not recall a man having a baby.
A long time ago. Yes, look it up. Man carried a baby.
Nope.
He might have carried it, but he didn't have it.
He didn't have it.
Yeah.
Pooped it out of his belly.
Yep. Didn't come out as a winner.
Oh well. I felt like I had a baby one time with a kidney stone.
Where the heck was it? Upstairs?
Oh my God. I had one of those last year. I haven't touched an energy drink since. I had one several years ago, and it was bad. But this last one, I wanted to die.
Those things are seriously bad for you.
You gotta drink the Bang.
I didn't drink a ton of them, but I love Red Bull. I just love that Nah, I love the taste of Red Bull. I could drink Red Bull every day. I didn't, and I haven't touched it in a year and a half, but I love Red Bull, man.
Anybody need an 8-time scope?
No, I found one. I just don't have anything to put it on. I got a G36 with no ammo. Didn't you have a snowmobile, bro?
Yep.
Where's it at?
I don't know.
You don't know? What the heck?
I'm trying to find it. It's right here. Where I am.
Drive it over to the where I wrecked that car at. We're gonna knock it off the fence and hop in the car.
Is it where you? I don't remember where that is.
The back side of that tall building that's not complete.
Okay. Yep.
Go over there and ram the front of the Jeep as hard as you can, just wide open. It's gonna hurt, but I got some pills you can take. I got that good stuff, that cocaine pill.
Charles, are you sitting in the car?
Yeah.
Whack it.
I want to get a better start from this side.
You almost did it.
This is how we make teamwork, make the dream work, folks. Right here. Grown folks.
All right,
101.
thanks, Coach.
You went right under it.
Coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
All right,
The
second
scene a
try.
few moments ago. Here it
Missed
is.
it.
It's
Get out of
unlike
here,
any other in sport as both teams
Your
made
turn.
their way out of the tunnel.
All right,
These
hang
folks
on.
are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints
Wait.
and the Tampa
Wait,
Bay
you got Snowmobile?
Buccaneers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That's fielded in the end zone.
One more hit, Booty.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been
what
had he
she
simply
said.
taken a knee, and that's the
Yeah.
25-yard line.
Wouldn't he say that?
And then we had
Oh.
Greta.
That was what's that guy, basketball player? What's his last? What's his name?
Booyah! Straight baller, son.
Yeah, probably gonna live though, but
What's the
Does a good
awkward
job.
laugh guy's name in basketball?
why is this horn honking? Yeah, go. They both got vehicles. Go. Ray's done left his own.
Y'all need pills or anything?
Not
First
right
carry
now.
for Leonard Fournette. So a nice job to break the
Nah,
one
probably
tackle,
won't
but
make
not
it.
much daylight after
That was a
that
fun
as he's
science
brought
experiment.
down.
I'm lagging again.
Tackle there going to Marshawn
Let Bird
Lattimore.
drive. He's on the lag.
Yeah, get
I
out.
call
Yeah.
that play a success. A nice inside
seats.
run sets up
Good
a very
seats.
manageable
Bird.
second down. A very solid gain on
Or
that
don't.
play.
2nd and 6,
Okay.
just inside the 30.
Rocks and trees can I hit?
Or you could switch
Um,
seats.
I've got some pills if y'all need them, fellas.
On 2nd down, here's Carr.
Anybody need pills?
I'm taking a drink right
And it's
now, but
incomplete.
I ain't gonna last.
The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They
Why
didn't have
not?
their best game in the
I thought it
loss
was
last
embarrassing.
week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just
I'll
got
be
out.
rolling.
They came in ready to play.
I'm a 5.0 with the wind top back so my head can blow.
I will not make it out of here.
Better take some pills.
I've taken everything. I don't have any first aid. Don't have any bandages.
I got some bandages you can take.
Okay, we'll drop some somewhere.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Here's 2 pills and some bandages laying my head down a bite.
I don't see. Oh yeah, there's right
Now
there.
Carr.
Go,
He
you
waits
keep
one,
going.
it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35.
Ah, dang it.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He
Touchdown.
got close. At least he set the offense up nicely,
Almost.
but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
Picked it off almost a pick
with you,
6.
and you know
Whoa,
he's going to
that
get
was
teased
straight
because
cussing
he
out
didn't
Madden
get it all
last
the way
night.
into the end
Oh,
zone.
was he?
But if they don't score now, if they don't get a
He wasn't
touchdown,
cussing.
Why
they're gonna
you
just get
lying?
teased. They'll be
He,
glaring
he
at
was
you.
definitely getting the Madden feel, I
Suddenly,
can
it's
tell that.
1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the
Jesus, man, but
situation
it was
here.
like
They come out here.
I don't
in
know what
the
it was. I just couldn't. What?
Oh my gosh.
Offense wasn't doing
After
nothing,
the
man.
interception, here's Goff.
Ah.
Oh my God.
You know, it wasn't like the Panthers had a great quarterback. He just, I don't know what it was, he just sided up randomly. But I locked it up in the fourth quarter, that's for sure.
Because second down, that gives me an
That's all
option
that
to
matters.
run play action, maybe throwing it.
Hand me down bad the first three, but that fourth quarter I had to make something shake. It's been a while since I've had that feeling in my gut. Haven't played a mad game since Thanksgiving.
Before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
All right.
The other two best over here.
Bring it in. Oh, you're right behind you.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
Charles, I got a painkiller for you. Are you here, or are you just standing there?
They'll try to run it in. It's good. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
He's over here bandaging up.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Probably halfway across the map by now.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
I didn't leave this building, so if y'all want to leave this building, I understand.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Okay. My bike is over here at the end of the wall, at the biggest building over here. Just look for the shot. When you come up on the porch, look to the left hand
on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there.
Tactical marker before we get to tactical marker.
Quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping.
Because that's all the tactical marker's going to do.
Watch out. The bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Stop doing that.
Tell you. Oh boy, we need to get you somewhere healed up, please.
Yeah. I just want to get out of shooting distance.
And it is incomplete here. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Pulling in this garage. Barn.
Maybe. Well, about to dress you up right there. There's a first
second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Okay, Charles.
They shoot at Charles.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Why do I feel like I can't carry much?
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points.
You take more than you can get.
I dropped the bike on the suppressor over here.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Gun will not load up.
On second down now, Scott, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
I can jump out when people show up. If that's in the wrong jumping out.
Okay.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here comes the top over here. Somebody wants it. Can I get up in this house over here?
I see what we use it.
Yeah, that's fake here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They got 29 yards that time.
A ghillie suit.
Anybody
want it?
Nope.
I don't want the MQ-49.
Molotov over here.
Well, I'll take that if I can carry it.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Oh, we got people on us.
I know.
Now a handoff. Here's Commander. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's stupid. I wouldn't even buy the fucking Molotov.
I'm dead. What the fudge? Shot me right in the head.
Whoa.
Peanut butter. I caught one of them dudes on fire. He was crispy.
Here's Goff. Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I nailed that one dude right in the face.
When you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So we have enough for 3 teams of 3.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff.
Do what?
For some reason, I'm the only person.
And he's got Fitzgerald.
I thought we should all open our top screen again and all that
bounds right at the 25. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Here we go, guys. Here we go. Start left here. Hot. 80.
On
1st down, Scott, and able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound, rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
I'm still in the 1st quarter, so yeah.
What? Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 people. Data soon invite somebody. Player of choice.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Camaro. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
I'm going to take y'all can play 4 for a minute. I'm going to let my phone do some rest and restart.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this 1st quarter.
What I'm doing now? We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Working on it.
2 for 66.
Alright. Let's try this right here, shall we?
Staying on the ground on first with Camaro. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
These sunglasses look like them old people glasses
here, but those kind of runs,
tops on the sides, covered in black.
For this offense going forward.
Yeah.
Right. Is this really the best sunglasses y'all can create? Because it's just that lame.
I just can't believe they didn't create multiple options, like multiple looks. Like that's something they could do to change up the eyes.
It looks like we all sit down with this thing and get sunglasses.
This will be caught at about the 6.
Well, why not have options of sunglasses, regular glasses? They got something against people who wear glasses?
They got some regular glasses. They look like that.
Oh, those little round white ones or whatever.
Yeah,
he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Super 66.
They'll run it with Camaro. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
You say you're going to put chickens up now?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Oh, actually, nice, okay. Yeah. What about El Pozo after that?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
See? No?
That'll be taken in the end zone.
All right. Well, I'll just take my spot back then.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Are you getting pumped up for the match? Getting the blood flowing, getting the juice going.
Looks like we have one team coming with us.
They going down.
Going down back at the 28. It's a long there, bringing up
where exactly? We're going to go here to the right. We're
moving
backwards to the right side,
never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up, not just the yardage lost,
on that side.
but gain a few extra.
Right, you need to get to the right side, not the left side, bro.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yep. He's landing with the bad guys.
I see 3 teams going there, but I don't know where the other team's going. Maybe trade a field, maybe? I don't know where the other team's going. But one team's going to the left side.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
2 teams here.
Oh, that don't even move that. Right there, right there.
He landed here next to me, Thomas, right? He's getting ready to get punched, right? We'll get this stick on, pick it up, shoot it, smack it inside the head with it.
Why can I not pick up this? Okay.
Four down, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
162 for the other one.
Back now with Charles Davis, operating Gordon. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
You got 100 megabytes per second download speed at a friggin' campground?
Let me check it.
4. Uh-oh.
Who's shooting?
Y'all are in this fight?
No, it's accident.
No? Oh, okay.
He's always got accidents.
Yeah.
Well, apparently can't ground in with him.
No, I think he's running a test.
I think he's running a test.
Oh, okay.
And we coughed it up. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over.
How low can you do?
Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Dude, you got any 45s in that building?
Maybe I'll pick it up. Bring it to you.
Huh? Okay.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened to me, that time that we didn't have internet for a few days, it was back.
He can run for it, and he will. Carr can be in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
I can't even get 2.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it
I know,
for a
that's what I'm saying.
first down.
I can't even, I only get 2 here. That's like the max time I can even buy. It's 2 uploads.
The what? The download was 2.2 on that time. First one it was 3.5 and 100.
Why do I have AC?
He
said ACP.
Here's a give to Fournette.
My signal strength's only like
a couple
50.
there, down to the 29.
Well, he was
No, I
looking
don't
for
need
some
more
running room, and
45s.
there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Any grips I can find, I can put no grips. Over here.
Yeah, need of a grip as well.
I'm just trying to catch it.
Word.
Where's that mini? There it is.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bound them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Action or real?
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus
real.
far.
He ran towards him, but I can't see him yet.
Nah, that's back towards the bowl.
Yeah.
I'm just going to these buildings and coming back.
And on the ground they go with the running back.
I'm trying to get out
the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there.
I don't know. We got to go the opposite way, though. I don't know if we want to move up high grounds and look back or not.
And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
Trying to head to that 3 or what?
By Myers. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Let me check this roof.
Here's a 3-wheeler.
Take Ray with you. If it's Ray even near you.
Here's Myers.
Ray's closer to the 3-wheeler than I am. He's way to the southeast.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's get to the 3-wheeler, bro.
Huh?
We're going to the 3-wheeler. Me and you
Stop
go
where
there.
he ultimately would have been
Gotta
had he
find
simply
at least
taken
one
a
of
knee,
those
and
cars
that's the
pick up.
25-yard line.
Alright, I marked where it is.
Onto the field comes
see my where it is.
They're starting to put some space here.
Figured
The
out where I
first
marked.
quarter,
Let's
they
do it.
didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They jumped in the
three's
saddle
where I
in a
marked
big
the
way
vehicle.
now, and now they're in full
I'm
gallop.
talking about when you dropped earlier.
Kind of camping
Well,
around
driving
a
earlier,
little bit, right? Trying to
he's
feel
got
their
something, right?
way,
I'm
not getting
gonna
done
head up
what
to
they
3 then.
wanted to. But
Yeah,
somehow they
he's
put it
bringing them up
together
there.
with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
Yeah.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now a first down throw. Gone. He's going to fire one deep over. He's got him in. Complete.
Hey, Dad,
20.
you were talking about in the update. You come up to the update tomorrow. You didn't quite understand.
Ray, you're going the wrong way, man.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th
You're talking
touchdown
about
of the
how
season.
your
And the Saints are able to
people on your
strike
squad
quickly
would
for
show up off in the
6.
mini-map. If they're not on the mini map.
That is how you
It'll be like if you're too far off to the east, your dot will show up on the very east.
I clicked on the forum post and it's funny.
But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Are you still chasing you?
Bring them on up there.
It's easy to kind of
Had an extra point block.
Extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight
right,
one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and
You see the
see.
truck?
Oh, you come on, Ray. Yeah, I saw him.
No, I want about the truck. That's what the truck just passed it out. He right down the way.
26-yard line.
I thought
Now
that
the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
when
when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Might as well loot here real quick.
Yep.
A first carry for Samaje P.
I need 5.56 or something like that.
About the 32.
If they don't need.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll
I
make
didn't
it
have a
second
bet
and
this whole
4.
time. Holy.
Let's talk a little football
I
101
need
here
grip.
because one of the
That's
keys to
grip.
advancing the ball
Yep, I
downfield,
need a grip.
success on first down.
You need to get a
Huge
grip.
difference, as we know,
Get a
between
grip, man.
2nd and 4
Ooh,
and
is that
2nd and 8 and
6
9.
time and a 4 time? I'm taking the 4 time. I mean, six time.
I want a 6. I want a 6 or 4.
The 4 times to the left over. I'm standing right on top of it. And there's a 3 time right under it.
Okay, go ahead and get it, Ray. Hey, if you don't want it, I got a 3 I'll give you.
I want to get out of here because we started moving everything. And we don't need to lose, so.
Carr lost it, fumble. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down on the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the
Whether
sack
you're going to be
no
on or
longer
not
counts?
is the
No,
question.
You're
not
right.
at all.
4.
And this third down looking very
That's okay.
tough after the holding
I'm
penalty.
running.
I refuse
Third
to sit still in the truck. When you're ready, I'll pick you up. But I'm not sitting still and sitting shot. I can't stand it.
Yep. I'm on the road, so
From the
whenever you're
gun,
ready.
it's Carr.
The best place to hand the stuff off is inside of the
And
boat.
that is incomplete.
I like risking my life.
Not only was the call spot on,
I see
how about
that.
the execution of that defense right there?
That's
The
not
zone
good.
was
On top a little
absolutely
bit.
locked up tight.
And the
He was
life of
trying to
everyone
force
in
it
the
in there on
truck.
third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third
That's
down,
the
you
one.
got to try and find
Gotta
something.
do it right there.
There's
Yes,
nothing
sir.
available there for him.
I'm talking about.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's
I need
another
another
boomer.
touchdown. Put this game away.
I think that's the truck. Yep, that's the truck from earlier. He must hit
The
those buildings.
Saints coming
That's
out
the
now
truck
to
that
take
I'm
the
talking about,
field.
Cody.
They shot that tire out and then took a new vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Or just
Maybe-
shut the
maybe
tire
they're
out
out
and pick
here.
one.
Wouldn't be surprised if
For the
they
32 now.
went up
Here's
here
first
probably.
and 10.
Can't confirm it or not.
On
There's your
first
grip right
down,
there.
it's gone.
Yep. Thank you for bringing me to it.
Right on cue.
It's Valdez
Can't
Scanlon.
fixate over here.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and
I
a
got
first
one of
down.
those.
And another
Let me
thing
know
that
if
makes a
anybody
comeback route
finds
really
a-
effective is that oftentimes after you've made the
pass it
initial
for a break.
move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really
I could
tough
use
play
the
to
5.56
defend.
is no one
Nice
else
chunk of
uses it,
yardage
but
picked
if
up
you pick
there.
as many as you- Okay.
I got a tax stock who needs that.
No one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of
No,
midfield.
certainly not.
Got a SMG suppressor who needs that.
66.
Alright.
They'll run on first down. Scott takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Whoa.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to
Way
the
too early for
outside,
that.
trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive.
There's a
there.
box of
If you
I
keep
didn't know
moving
about that.
laterally,
Knock the box to
creases tend
five
to
over here.
develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On top of a mini.
2-time scope in there, Ray, if you need 2-time scope. 3-time scope. Anybody need a 3-time scope?
So there's some 5.56 over there, Dana? Where's it at?
Right.
From the 50, it's gone. Incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Ain't nothing up on these buildings ever. This should be. It's a good place to put loot.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Yep. All right.
We're heading to the car. Still looking for one more grip.
A shotgun snap for
And
goal.
a commentator or something from the AR.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Yeah. What's Ray doing?
About to get run over.
Like he was trying to stick his head under the wheel or something.
Here we go.
Did you get it? The 9mm? Yeah.
Super 66.
Hopefully we can find us a covered wagon on this road.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the
I'm
ball
comfortable with my
loose
head
and brings
covered right
up
now.
second down.
I bet you are.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because
Has
it's
cars
contested
been
all
more
the way.
squirrely
Would have
lately?
been
I
a
thought
great
it was really.
play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
It is.
There it is.
That's how it happens. That's how it happens.
Ray took it for you. It's all right.
No, Charles is not riding with
Line of
us. We're fine.
scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
On this map in particular, the cars are super squirrely too. This dirt is thick as snot.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this
We're
defense
heading.
has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner
that's
in
all the
recent
way up.
memory.
Where we have numerous places. It's about one of the only places left to loot that's got a lot of places besides right in the middle of the
The
circle.
Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
And I don't know about y'all, but I still need some more loot. I got 30 shots on my scar, and I ain't feeling it.
What's your other
Again,
weapon?
This is Kamara.
That's still off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Yeah,
It
that's not,
goes
yeah,
for
I
a
can give
gain
you
of 10,
30.
and it's a first down.
5.56.
We both know
We'll
it's
get somewhere
difficult, but
just
they've made it look effortless out there.
I'll give you
Through
60
the
and
air,
me 60.
on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
But mine's scars just from a single shot, so.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Are you using a single shot?
Cover wagon up to the left.
Yeah, because I got
A switch.
From the red zone now, gone.
There you go.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows
Bird
how
don't drive
difficult it
unless
is
you
to
wanna
pick
die.
apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing
There's a Brown
receivers
that says
as
the
much as they're
bird's
playing the eyes of the
driving, you dying.
quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Right up here's where that random quit the other day when he killed John when I took off in the truck.
Yeah, he's standing right here.
So after the
He
incompletion
couldn't
on
quite make it
first,
to
now
the
2nd and
Bronco
10.
that I flew the tires out on.
He was just sitting there crying.
Starting left here. We're good.
Cause she will kick that tail.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Noah Spence in on the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're
Y'all
exactly
having a
right. I would say
y'all
they
having a
contained him very well.
Caesar competition up there?
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Right.
Louis. Back 20.
And this is why I get kicked.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he fires
This ball's still
one,
alive.
incomplete.
I think I see a compensator right here from
I just don't
AR.
think
I do.
so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact.
7-6-2 up here. Goes a box to 5 on top of a mini. Still a box. Just a box.
And his kick is good. And that will give him a 12-point lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section?
We don't have zone, but we got 2 minutes.
Into the end zone, get you 6.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field.
5-5-6.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down.
Who's first aid? First aid kits.
Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I got 19.
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay,
we got to get back to that truck.
All right, heading back.
Oh, some more 5s.
Oh, grabbing it again. Nice.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
Who needs something? You need something?
Back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
20 seconds.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
What?
So they've come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Y'all hear me?
On first and 10, here's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's a good old cover 3 defense, partner.
That's hot. Somebody call the train?
As a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be
You better get that flat spot over there to the right. There's a flat road.
And pick it off.
Oh, I got this. Watch the flip over on the side and down his own.
There you go.
Go off on first down.
Oh, dang it.
All right, we're on here.
Incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Whatever circle will be.
The offense or the defense. Let's face it, if you've got
what about right here?
4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
Because circle has not been our friend
An
today.
incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I saw one door closed, 2 door closed.
Y'all hang up behind this fence. I'm going to see if we can lay over here.
Gone.
There's no freaking way, man.
Picked off Byron Jones. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to work on some change and at least hold people to field goals.
People about to start dying now.
They lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
I don't need 5.56. I can give you something you can get. They got extra 7.62.
That's 6 time over here on top of an M416 with a bunch of 5s still.
I'll get 6 times. Where is it? The building you're in?
It's in the building I'm in. It's right in the pile with the info and all that.
And I'll take the 6 times.
There's a whole bunch of 5.56 and 7.62 at the top of this building I'm in.
Yes, 7.62 at the bottom as well.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here.
I got one. I need 7.62 in it. I'm coming.
That's there.
All right.
I need a better grip than this angled.
I need a vert.
Half.
Uh-oh, I'm getting it up from up the hill. Somewhere up the hill. Southwest, south. Or west, southwest. Something like that.
I'm looking.
They run a draw here on second down.
Anybody got an extra place yet?
Yeah, sure.
I'm using one, but
I dropped two. I dropped two. I have
that clock rolling.
right here under my feet.
Nice.
So where'd you say, southwest?
I don't have a clue where these shots could have
He
come
was up
from.
on the hill, up on the hill. Southwest, down the right.
First down. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be
he
the
let me
front
up.
and the back end.
I'm down.
I got him.
They've been able
The
to
other
get
guy coming.
home, and they're taking the ball
On data,
away in
on data.
coverage as well.
I love how you
Got
put
him.
it together.
Yeah.
The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Bird, you gotta come down here and help.
Got him.
Nice.
Daddy.
Up on the hill,
There's
up
one
on the
more.
hill. I marked him up on the hill. He went
Yep,
off to
I
the
see
right
him.
where
I see
my
him.
mark.
I see him. He's behind the rock.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass,
I'm trying to
brings
pop
him
a heel.
up 2nd and 10.
I'm trying to pop a field, you know what I'm saying?
Can somebody crawl to me?
To throw
I got him. I'll
in.
give you. I'll get Pooty.
Yeah, I'm better off than the building. I don't want to call out.
Took a shot,
Okay.
couldn't connect.
You gotta get them fast. You got to go.
Yeah, we gotta get for the truck and go. Run it either way. So, did you park the truck in the house there? Did I see that?
They certainly have kept them on their
Be
toes.
fast,
They
Cody.
haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
He's in the storm
I'm
right about
taking it
now.
right now.
Oh my God.
The Bucs
All right, come on, we gotta go.
2 for 5 to this point.
Let's shoot.
This is
Come on, bro,
3rd and
just run.
10.
Oh, we running? Oh man.
Shotgun now for Carr.
Oh man.
And that one will fall
Hot
incomplete.
dog.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
He knocked me down.
Once
That's all
you
right.
get into
Keep
the
going.
red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery.
Where is he?
Not much space to get a ball in there.
We
When
sound
that
like
field
he's way
shrinks with those
105 by
safeties,
the
it's
church or
almost like
something.
there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
one
I got
missing.
somebody else hit me. Somebody else hit me. Behind us.
So the 3 points here
Yeah,
are still
they got
down,
from
but
behind
they
us,
put
Ray.
somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need
That's
a
right,
little bit
dance
better
around, make it
effort
hard
in
for
the
him,
second half.
Myers now converted on a field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh no. You know what? I'm not about to try to get the devil. I'm about to try to get this guy.
Take him out.
I hear you.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Nice job, man. That's where you're getting in there. You were behind him. That's funny.
They begin on the ground.
Had he not shot that last shot, I wouldn't even know he was that close. I was about to go up the hill. Whoa! Y'all see that? His body's, I'm running straight to a body. It just dropped from the heavens.
Man, I think it happened the other day. This guy up the hill.
I saw him.
The other day, I was just running across the field, and I saw this body drop out of the sky. Like, he parachuted without a parachute, but it was like halfway through the game. I was like, how's that happen?
If you had a grenade, you know, running that grenade as it into that storm.
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
There's going to be people up there in front of you who eat.
On that hill. They're on the hill. Someone's climbing the hill right now.
I see him.
Fielded in the end zone.
That's who killed us, I think. Or who knocked Ray and I.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one. He's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
Right.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Nope, I'm not coming out.
Here.
Carr now on 1st down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
I'm just going to go ahead and get up
he'll
there.
wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. They're standing by as Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
You tried it. Oh, what was that thinking?
The Saints now, they'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
At the rock.
I see him. Good Lord.
Yeah, grenade, yeah. Oh, I'll take 2 or 3.
On 2nd down, Scott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch out.
Oh. That's bad. That's hot.
They're coming together, I think. Yep. Oops.
He shot me with a full shotgun blast, and I took that.
Third down.
Right there.
I'm dead.
3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 4.
Good shot, man. I thought you had that one.
Goff now looks to throw. Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Man.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
That's 6 that game.
And And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. A handoff to Fournette. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards.
We can only get people to exit, man.
I'm still an old school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, here we go.
Now a carry for Pirine. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You got eyes on where they went?
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
Hey, lift! 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 Lift!
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
What'd you do?
Nah, I need to play that's coming and
here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Still no eyes in these guys.
Back to throw, gone. And an alley to run. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game
progresses. I see a guy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw.
190 Brown building.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally bring this run back to the end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He has been interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just
Brown building right in front of y'all. No, across from you, 185. South, dead south, that brown building to the left.
Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Like he's going to have to push him.
Go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Let them know we're here.
The Saints on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
This dude is in here. I can hear him walking around upstairs.
Yeah.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Yeah.
So now here comes the field goal team for the
Can somebody throw a grenade upstairs real fast if they got one? Or Molly?
To cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good.
What the man?
And that will give him a 12-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
Watch that left side, Ray. Watch that left
side. He lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said does. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst.
Oh my God, he's right here.
It's been 3s.
Of course,
and Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Did I get him?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Running left, it's Fournette. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
And I was like, what's going on? Then all of a sudden I spawned inside the house and I dropped the Molotov right on myself.
Now P-Ryan. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
I'll run for a little bit and it just stops.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Up here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll set up a throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm going to drop you off these houses, right? I'm going to go back
and
pick up.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming
from
both sides,
many people here, Ray.
No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 1st down, Scott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Bless you.
Thank you.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6.
Yeah. I'm allergic to myself.
Out of the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
3 seconds. Bless you.
Getting on my nerves now.
Gotta go. Going.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Now Leonard Fournette. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I think that's going to be my last match of the night.
It's early.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Level 2 spoken here.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The level 2 bag up here for us. Yep.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Yeah, I agree.
Get it up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Y'all ready?
It's called the remix version.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Man.
Oh, it's going up the hill. Oh, shit.
It's so weird.
Super 66.
Running with Kamara. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Oh, yeah, Ray. How'd your interview go?
They're going to hire him on the spot. Doors are open, so watch it, man.
The Saints on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Louis.
Now it's gone. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
Three times scope up here. Maybe I got a 4th time.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Now gone. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Goff now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%.
Stop breaking glass.
Goff now to throw.
Small circles.
Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
I didn't jump out the window.
That makes Charles tick out when you
break glass. Continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
No, I'll take it if you don't want it.
On the ground, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game goes along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Boy, what's you gonna do?
They'll run on 1st down. Scott, and he gets stopped out at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Not too bad. It eventually right.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Value 3.
On 2nd down now, Scott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I think they're going to his house is to the right. Probably going to keep it down here too.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away.
32 people live.
Surprised we won. That lag.
They can't shoot me. Like 1 minute I'm here, 1 minute I'm there.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Whole team in this barn right here.
Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they take a knee.
We did.
We did.
All right.
At the beginning of the year, they said we want to win 9 games. They just got that 9th win.
And congratulations to them. That's fantastic. Team goal met. And they still have opportunity to go above that number.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Gosh, why is everybody leaving? Oh my God, it's only 9:30.
He's getting all dolled up for his interview.
Yeah. That takes a lot of energy out of you, I get it. My God, falling asleep at 9:30 at night after an interview? Oh, sorry. Wait till you have to start pulling 40-hour work weeks. Yeah, I heard you. I'm just saying, you went for an interview. What's going to happen when you have to work 40-hour work weeks? You don't fall asleep at 6 o'clock? I'm coming. Let me just show my settings and I'm coming.